Rev up your engines! Okay, today we have what's usually a nemesis to me, a BMW. It is a 2021 M440i. It is an extremely fast car. He bought it secondhand with low mileage. You can see it's a beautiful car. He just had it detailed. He just had it done by Q Car Care, and you can see it made it pop. It's a real ceramic. They don't just dribble stuff on. They spray it on. I mean, look at that paint. It's insane. And as we look inside, they did the leather over to, oh, it's unbelievable. The black with the blue stitching. It is a beautiful car. This is one of the two reasons he got it. He loved the color, he loved the car, and under the hood, it's got a double pull latch. They don't want you sneaking in. Now, it is an ultra dependable BMW 6-cylinder engine, 8-speed transmission. ZF makes the best transmissions in the world. This is one fast little car. Now, I understand one thing. This is a driver's car. The man who owns it, never been married, doesn't have kids. He takes ultra care of this thing. For the detail that was done now, he doesn't want to wax a car himself and have to get all the little wax things off with Q-tips because he really wants it to look good. So he paid that company to do it. Now he doesn't really have to do anything for years other than wash and clean. This isn't the usual ceramic coating where somebody sells you a little bottle for 50, 60 bucks, wipe it on. No. This is a spray treatment. They had the car for 3 days doing it. Now, he wanted something that you can drive every day and also drive seriously if you want to go fast. So as you can see, this thing has sports suspension, comfort suspensions, Eco Pro with adaptive and auto high. You can also turn the traction control on or off. You can turn parking aids on and off. Of course, it's got very fancy backup and side view camera. See, it shows even when you open the door how much space you have so you don't hit anything if something's on the side. Camera in the sky watching you. I don't know how they do that stuff, but it's kind of amazing. Of course, they're super comfortable, but it's really the engine, which has a start button down here. I turned the radio off and look, the radio is a regular on-off button and a dial. Hey, I like it. Simple to use, right? But it's the engine, hey, that's what people go for. And the interesting thing is, as a hard driver, check it out. Coming over here on the highway, he got 37.0 miles per gallon. Now it went down because we're idling, wasting gas. So let's turn it off. Those of you like sunroofs, it's got sunroof too. I really don't care for sunroofs, but plenty of room in the back, even though it's only a 2-door. I warned you, engine compartment hot. Open carefully. Reminds me of an old customer of mine with a BMW. She unfortunately didn't know that much about cars, and she opened her BMW hood when it was overheating. She opened the radiator cap and it burnt her all over her face, her arms. So I guess maybe BMW owners have to be warned about stuff like that. I mean, look, even the inside is painted beautifully. German quality. These are made in Germany by Germans. Even though they're low-profile tires, they're not too low-profile tires. There's not any blowouts in them yet, and they handle quite well, and they ride really good if you want to put it in the nice, smooth ride mode. You put it in the sport mode, it's got a rough ride, and you can drive like a maniac. But you want it smooth, just push comfort. Then you got comfort ride. Now, the owner wasn't even looking for one of these things, and when he went in a dealer, they were servicing his car. He said, let me try one of those out. Well, he tried it out. Immediately, he wanted to buy one. But he bought it used and saved a bunch of money. He listened to his father, who also happens to be here today with a Hyundai we're going to check out, a new Hyundai. But his father told him years ago, don't ever get a motorcycle, you kill yourself, because his father had motorcycles. He even had one of those infamous 750 Kawasaki 2-stroke death machines, and his father's got the scars to prove it. So he listened to his father, and he never got a motorcycle. So he likes fast cars instead, which are a lot safer than fast motorcycles. Now he's got one big problem with his car, though, and that's this. He just wants to go to work, but people always want to race him in the car, right? And it is a raceable car. There's no arguing that, but it's an everyday driver, too. I like the glow-in-the-dark car. Look, there's the car. The hood's open. You open the door. Ooh, look, now the door glows. Well, I can play with that all day long. It goes up to 200 miles an hour, but it does have a speed limiter of 155. He said he hasn't taken it that fast. He's only gone like 135, so plenty fast enough for what anybody needs to drive down the road. I mean, let's face the facts. Now, there aren't that many cars out there this fast that you can actually get 37 miles a gallon. He had it 40 on the highway, but then he had to take some back roads and went down to 37. Phenomenal for a vehicle that has this speed with a 6-cylinder engine that are notorious for lasting forever. It's the inline BMW 6, proving that you can still make a driver's car with an inline 6. Now, back in the day, people were saying, oh, this is too small. Well, now it's a big engine because everybody's going to 4s and 3s. So this engine just keeps rolling along. They add a little power here. This is a single turbo. So let's take it for a spin and see what it does. Look at these fancy seat belts. Watch. We'll take it off. And watch what happens when we close the door. It comes out. Look at that, space age. You must be comfortable in your BMW. We'll lock it up. Then it goes back in place. That is cool. At least it is, as long as it still works. There's a nice size glove box. Real comfy armrest. He's added a radar detector. Smart moving a car this fast. Now we'll check out this beautiful backup system that this thing has. Here we go. And you notice it's moving as we do. Although I do have to say, the sky is a false color. It doesn't look that blue. Now, we've got it on the nice suspension, and this thing is riding smooth on these horrible Rhode Island roads. Now we're going to put it in sport mode. And I can feel the bumps now. I'd leave it in this mode for the way we're going for a drive, though. And here we go. Let's listen to that motor. Wow, what a sound. And we gotta slow down, and it's slowing itself down. It's got that BMW 6-cylinder noise, and hey, it's not obnoxious like Ferraris and stuff, but it shows you mean business. And you listen to that downshift. It is that ZF 8-speed. That's a phenomenal transmission. You can drive it any way you want. Here we go! Whee! And that's with 1 turbo. Imagine what it would do with 2 turbos. It does make it a little bit faster, but it's insanely fast anyways, so maybe that's overkill. One interesting thing is, you heard the noise. That's why it was in sport mode. When you put it in comfort mode, not only does it ride better because it changes suspension, but it quiets the car down because it's got little electronic stuff on the back that when you go to sport, it opens it up more for a wide open exhaust, and then when you go into the comfort, it quiets it down. So if you live in the hoi polloi neighborhood, you can come in quiet, and then when you leave, you can be loud. Now, this is also a 48-volt mild hybrid, so that's where you get the zip, and that's how you can get 37 miles a gallon, and you got 40 on the highway until you start driving on the road. They're BMW 6-cylinder engine. They're going to last a long time. They're not going to fall apart. Now, granted, these cars are for select people who want a car like this. They want something that's got all-wheel drive, phenomenal gas mileage, all kinds of power, beautiful looking car. It's his baby. He's going to take care of it. It's not a car for everyone. It's a driver's car, but he's single. Never got married, doesn't have any kids. He really takes care of his vehicles. So, yeah, as this thing gets old, it's going to have a lot of complex problems, especially being a hybrid. But got very few miles on it. From my experience with these things, they generally don't start falling apart till they get well over 100-something thousand miles on them. And since it's only 1 turbo and not 2, that's half the price when you got to replace that. So if you're looking for something that can get gas mileage and have power, and you don't care about spending some money, now he did care some about spending money because he bought it used, saved himself quite a bit of money buying it used, right? And if you're doing the kind of maintenance yourself, you're going to save yourself a ton of money. But realize this is a mild hybrid BMW turbo. There's a lot of stuff that nobody but a BMW mechanic is going to really mess around with. It's got all the high-tech features he wanted, everything he wanted in a car. He pretty much fell in love with the thing when he saw it and he had to buy it. And hey, he got what he paid for so far. I mean, it's a screamer. It goes fast. It gets great gas mileage. It's a beautiful looking car. It is a BMW. They're very expensive to fix. They're very expensive to buy. They're very expensive to maintain. But hey, if it's your baby and that's what you want to do, there aren't that many of these things going out there, but they sell every single one of them that they make. He hated the grill, but now he loves it. So I do have to say, it has a real kind of vicious look to it here. Look at it. And the lights aren't even turned on yet. And here's some bonus questions and answers. Well, I guess I've made it into Lithuania now. I just got an email from a random guy from Lithuania, and he says, Scotty, while browsing my local news, I came across an article featuring your tips in Lithuanian. It's pleasant to see your car wisdom spread in different languages across the globe. And I felt it was nice they mentioned your channel. Well, thank you, Lithuania. Unfortunately, I don't speak or read any Lithuanian, so it's a good thing they translated it into Lithuanian. But I'm assuming a lot of Lithuanians Lithuanians probably speak English too. These days, everybody seems to speak English. But a shout out to Lithuania. Maybe one day I'll make it there. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.